Hey everybody, one second. I had this fucking set up. Oh wow, look at that. It wants to do whatever it wants to do. One second, folks. I gotta draw this, but the camera came a little unfixed. One second. We're doing a live, folks. So I'm gonna be getting a new camera arm. I got this duct tape solution I've been using for a few years now that has been it's been getting me by, but I gotta come with another version of this. So I will be doing that in the coming weeks. Alrighty, so let me open up my Widowmaker. We gotta draw some Widowmaker here. Widowmaker commission. And honestly, I should be sleeping right now, and I was, but then I woke up and could not go back to sleep. So rather than tossing and turning, I just decided to be like, fuck it, let's get up and draw. So. I just need to see her weapon reference. Do 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 do. Oh, here we go. Do 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 do. And scale that back down. Alrighty. So we'll start with their face because it's always the easiest. Well, easiest. That gets fucked up. We gotta start all over again. So, you know. Alright. Here and grab. Earpiece here. Just go ahead and kill the sound. Okay. Hey, what's up, Darth? Yeah, it's Widowmaker. The not redrawing a picture from the game version, like my own take, right? I'm amazed at how many people just when they draw Overwatch, they just redraw the game assets. It's kind of weird. I must be getting old. I just think it's harder, right? Like, why take the years to develop and then people still don't like your art when you can just show that you can look at something and redraw it? Like, it's never, you know, it's always confounded me. Is the dark side stronger? No. Quicker. Faster. More seductive. Hey, what's up, Joe? Yeah, I was trying to sleep, but I couldn't, so. I figured, hey, I got work to do. Well, that's a little bit different, Andrew. If I was going to, just like an animation, break down like an ape, I would do thumbnails studying from life, right? So you look at the ape, you're drawing it, but then you start to break down the ape shapes, right? Once you kind of get a feel, you want to take the shape of the body, work out the different construction shapes, and then once you kind of figure out the kind of shapes that you're looking for that match, right? Then you build your pose, and obviously using your reference in terms of making sure everything's there, you then put your take on it. But in terms of just, yeah, I'll just take a photo, grid it out, copy it. I don't know, man. Like, it's like fucking high school shit. Makes people look better than they really are. You find out their limits quickly. When you're like, okay, great, now rotate it. Huh? I don't like that pose. Rotate it. Can you move it to the left, 3/4? Change her face, make her angry. Well. I mean, look, it takes years of drawing from life, and practice to get there, but people just these days, they tend to just lean too much on, you know. And I get it. I mean, the business publishers don't really like it when you do your own version anyway. Well, it doesn't really look like our character. Could you just, like, basically trace over the model? Nope. Right. Looks at some pictures, comes back. That's how those work. You did a good job. You looked at the picture and you kind of like poorly redrew it. Congratulations. You win. Win what? I don't know. Art, especially at the high school level, is more like being able to pin something on your fridge. So you can show improvement, right? You can be like, look, I did this class and I got a result. Like, it's about showing a result. I hope I don't fuck this up. A little rusty. Your parents bought those art supplies, so you gotta have something to show for it. Like, alright. Then it sets up a lifetime of bad art habits for those that want to get into it. This is university. Oof. Right. Yeah, that sucks. Can't say I had much of a better experience at AI. There was a couple teachers that, you know, stay on model. Stay on model. Stay on model. My favorite is watching older anime, when there was less overhead and you could just see the different animators take over. Like, one of my favorite is the Fatal Fury motion picture. And like there's just whole scenes completely animated by different people. It's pretty brilliant, actually. You can see there's just one whole sequence where like Terry Bogard's at the arcade and he gets into this fight. And right when he gets in the fight, it just completely goes to like the freelancer. It looks cool. It's just nothing like the for the remainder of the anime. Nothing looks like that. Like yeah. Yeah, I own the DVD. I'm still on them all on VHS, all three of them. The Mark of the Wolf, what the other one? I think it was just Fatal Fury, then Mark of the Wolf, and then there was the movie. Something with the wolf. Goku. I can't remember the fucking name of it, man. It's been years. I've been rewatching like the original Slayers and a lot of stuff from the '90s, man. You know, and I just did a bunch of like stuff from the '80s, and I gotta admit, man, like some of the faces just get real weird in the '90s. You know, like I like it, like they did a great job of it, with the stylized faces on like Trigun, uh, and I think like the first Slayer series I like. I think it gets a little out there, but man, you get to like Slayers '95 or was it Slayers in the reboot, and sorry, Dirty Pair, the Dirty Pair reboot in the '90s. It just gets fucking weird. The Armor of Mars. Yeah, I know, right? Clearly Witchblade. The Armor of Mars is clearly Witchblade's fucking shit, dude. All those guys were watching anime in the '90s. When I used to go to Comic Con, all Dan Norton, Mike Turner, they would all be buying Evangelion figures and VHS and shit. So they were all watching it. I mean, it's no coincidence there was a Witchblade anime. You understand? Yeah, I couldn't sleep, Armando. So my wife won't be up for at least another hour or two. It's her birthday today, so I figured I'd at least get this going. But it took hours to get. I had to get all the commissions printed out. And sometimes, man, my printer, printers. Sometimes they want to do their job, and other times they're just like, "Fuck Rob." So today was one of those fucking days. I was like, "All right, computer or printer, here we go." But I got the 4 remaining commissions printed out, so I can. Get them drawn. It's fucking tiny faces, bro. It's fucking tiny faces. I gotta stop doing this. Yeah, it's the Epson Who Gives a Fuck 2000, or the Canon. The Canon Go Fuck Yourself 9900, It's a good printer, just, like all printers, they just. I'm not a Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy. Horror, I said, like, horror, like sci-fi, needs some sort of commentary. That's why I like the original, Living Dead movies, the first and the second one. They need some kind of social commentary. The horror is just a way to exemplify a societal problem. Sci-fi works best that way. Horror works best that way, in my opinion. When it's just there to fucking get cheap thrills out of you and murder people, I just don't give a shit. Just layered it. I'm not good at doing one stroke line weights. So I just go back over. Do you see the one where it's the end of Return of the Jedi and the different ghosts appear? And over Obi-Wan it's 39 pounds and then 20 pounds and then young Anakin shows up and it's 9.99. It's hilarious. Well, I was telling my buddy 3 or 4 days ago because he paid for the whole beta thing, and he's not as picky as some people about the whole microtransaction stuff, but I told him, I'm like, Disney will pull it. And he's like, nah, man, I don't really. And I'm like, dude, they just reshot an entire fucking Han. They threw away the entire Han Solo movie because they don't want Star Wars to be seen as a joke. I've worked on the license. The last time I worked on it was the transition period from Vader on T-shirts on roller coasters with kittens and all that stupid shit. You know, they canceled that fucking cartoon they made, Star Wars, whatever. There was some thing they were doing, Robot Chicken was fucking dumb. And then they just threw away the entire Han Solo movie and reshot it. You know, so it's like they don't care. You know, they don't give a shit. They just don't want the fucking negative nonsense. The prequels really caused them a lot of problems. You know, short-term gain, long-term loss. Doesn't matter if people like the prequels or hate the prequels. The fact of the matter is, it killed sales of everything and made Star Wars like a goof. And this shit, I was like, this will not fucking fly. Like, sure enough. I said, you can make money, man. You can have a Patreon. You can do whatever you want. Just don't make people feel like they're being gouged. You know, they broke a cardinal rule, man. You know, when you feel like you're just being kind of like taken advantage of, and that's exactly what they were doing, taking advantage of people. You know, they do. You could say they're a little overprotective, but man, if they weren't, like they let it go before. Disney did, remember when they did all those fucking direct to DVD sequels? Lion King 3 and Aladdin fucking 9 and Bambi the sequel. That shit killed them. Like short term gain, long term loss. Like they learned a harsh lesson. It's one of the many reasons they got rid of Michael Eisner. So they've already made those mistakes. They know. They'll bring some version of it back because, like I said, I'm not against DLC, but pay to win, bro. Like no one wants that. It's not for a $60 fucking game. They want to make this a free to play mobile game. That's one thing. That was the problem. So they'll bring microtransactions back because I get it. But it'll be like fucking costumes and crazy weapons and cosmetic shit. Like but it's a little weird because a lot of the cosmetic DLC is based around fun stuff, and they don't want stormtroopers running around with Gungan hats and shit. Like so that's gonna be a little weird. They're kind of in a weird predicament. You know that they can't really do like bunny hats like Team Fortress 2 does. So if they're like, oh, there's an extra character that you could buy, then they're gonna be like, how come you didn't put that in the full game? So it's a little weird. But yeah, the gambling aspect is just look. You can't do that shit on Kickstarters. You can't be like, if you get this tier, you might get the chance to win my art. You have to because it's called gambling, especially with virtual goods. Like it's not. Could you imagine if you bought Magic cards and there was a chance to get like nothing, inside? I mean, there's resale value. There's nothing to this, though. So, and the reason why they can't do that fun stuff in Star Wars is because the previous administration, whoever was running Lucasfilm merchandising, when Lucas was still in charge, they let it go too far. He's always been like for that stuff, which I'm all about, but you got a real problem, dude, when every fucking meme is about Lando breakdancing and shit. Like, you know, Personally, I think the DLC stuff that they sell for like Battlefront should be a new map. You know, should be or fucking fuck. It's hard to say, right? Because if it's multiplayer, and only some people have the maps, but others don't. The DLC should be single player content, and anything in multiplayer should be free. That's basically it. Otherwise, don't fucking make the game. You know, I think that's basically. You know, it's not my. It's like their time to fucking make that shit is with other shit. You know, like they knew that going into Star Wars. They knew that. So if they're like, well, we're trying to make our money back with the license, it's like, well, you knew going into signing that stupid exclusive contract that they weren't gonna let you goof the shit out of it. So they probably figured no one would care about this, but you know, not the case, right? Personally, I think they should let them have a little bit more fun. You know, let them have stupid Gungan hats in the multi, but they don't want it. They want the multiplayer to look like lore. So when you're in the Clone Wars fucking thing, but I don't. I think multiplayer should just be fun. Everyone knows multiplayer isn't lore. So when you go in the Clone Wars, it can be fucking Gungan hats, whatever the fuck you want. You know, they gotta like let up somewhere. You know, but when it comes to single player fucking shit, dude, like, you know. Yeah, they should just give the map. All the maps should be fucking whatever. And, but I mean, there's not a lot they can do in terms of what are you gonna do? You can get a purple lightsaber for $9.99. Like, it's just not the license for party games, dude. You know, it's a let's take this shit serious license and have fun. So, I personally, you know what I would do, man? Because I'm not the expert. I don't even fucking play these games. If I was EA, you know, the head of EA, you know what I would do, man? I would suck up my pride. I would fucking call up guys over at Blizzard and say, hey, you know, can what would you do? You know, like what would be a smart way to do this? There were some optimization issues, but that had to do with, you know, shipping that fucking thing out in like in 12, 14 months. I mean, how many different types of stormtrooper helmets can you make, right? That are serious, not goofy. You understand the dilemma here, you know? Personally, I think they shouldn't. I think they should just offer a service that, you know, that you pay for and you're going to be in their ecosystem and you just get whatever they make for free and then they can charge extra for single player content. And if they can't find a way to make money off that because it's fucking Star Wars, then don't make the game. Let someone else make the games. So, personally, folks, I don't really give a shit. I don't play the games, you know? I don't play multiplayer games. I don't have a stake in the fight. I'm too busy playing Mario Odyssey and Sonic Mania. You know, I watched the Overwatch animations. You know, I like the animations. But whatever. Yeah, I am. I'm the kind of guy that likes to fucking just look, man. I buy DLC, right? I bought all the Mario Kart DLC, the Witcher 3 content. You know, I'm gonna buy the fucking Uncharted 4 DLC as soon as I can play it. That'll probably be Christmas. So I'm gonna get for Christmas so I can sit down. I fucking love Uncharted 4. I don't play the multiplayer. I don't play GTA Online. I've never logged in. If you can find, I think my gamer name on PlayStation Network is Sketchcraft. If you look, it'll say GTA how many hours I've played it. Never once have I logged into GTA Online. I don't give a shit. I'm for buying DLC, you know, if it's fucking, you know, content I can play. But when it's just like multiplayer, I just don't care. It's not my thing. No. The only people comparing Mario to an MMO are people on the internet who are dumb, you know? So they'll go away. Sold like fucking what, 5 million copies or some shit. So yeah, hours played GTA zero. 0 minutes, 0 seconds. I've always wanted Mario to be an RPG. I first drew up a Mario RPG when I was in the 5th grade. You know, a Mushroom Kingdom. It'd be great for him to have a mushroom sword and and a fucking shield. I'd like a Mario game that's a cross between Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. One seamless map, one seamless Mushroom Kingdom to go and explore. What's up, Daisuke? I've always wanted that. Unite the kingdom. Good ride, Yoshi and shit. I just wouldn't want it looking realistic. I'd want it to be, you know, artistic and shit. Yeah. Might be possible. The Ubisoft team. That Mario Tactics Kingdom battle was fun. I mean, it was more XCOM, but you know, we never saw that coming, so it's possible. Not likely, but possible. Yeah, it's Widowmaker. Yeah, I heard, you know, the Minions dudes got Mario, but we'll see. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, you know. It'll be a couple years before we see anything, so. I saw that coming, though. I mean, they already signed the deal with the theme parks, you know, with Universal, so. Not a huge shocker. No. I'm not, I'll see Justice League probably Tuesday on the $5 day. They really should have delayed Justice League till next summer to finish the visual effects, and when they couldn't get Henry Cavill to be able to shave his mustache, they should have just waited until he was done with filming his Mission Impossible shit. They can't take longer than fucking January or February, so it's so fucking unnecessary, you know? So, in terms of being optimistic, well, here's why. Dude, they make enjoyable films. Are the stories that great for the Minions? No, but it's Mario, so like they already have something to work with versus inventing. I just don't think the Minions can carry 3 fucking films, but Mario can, so, you know. And they definitely know how to make people laugh, you know, so. And I'll take the Despicable Me films over anything DreamWorks fucking has made since fucking The Prince of or Road to El Dorado. You know, so of course they're gone now, so it's kind of irrelevant. But hey, man, you never know. They might announce Gendy Tartakovsky or whatever, the guy who created fucking. Wouldn't it be great if you directed it? You know, you never know. Could be about Mario saving the prince or the princess having to save Mario. I don't. Who cares? Does it matter? It should just be fun. It should just be fun. It should be a fun movie. Eddie Griffin is Mario. Mario. Wouldn't that be awesome? That'd be fucking awesome. I'd be there opening night. It can't possibly be worse than the fucking movie they made when I was a kid. You know? It's like statistically impossible. Who knows, man? Mario's already survived a real shitty movie, so he can survive another one. But like I said, with all things, I reserve judgment until I see it. You know, definitely a first look. Like, let's see an actual first look. You know? It'd be like looking at this art right here. And if I said, hey, I'm working on a Moon Knight fucking project, and people go, oh, Rob's gonna make Moon Knight all have giant legs and big cartoony feet. Like, no. You know? I get why you would think that, but we'll see. But I mean, Mario movies should be fun. You know? Like, legitimately just fun. Sense of fun. But I hope the humor is more clever and less pandering, right? You know? So the odds are they'll pander, but you know, we'll see. The Despicable Me 3 trailer made me laugh, you know? Thought it was funny. Haven't seen the movie though, so I couldn't tell you. Hey, look, if I had my fucking way, like if I could be like, Rob, what would you do a Mario movie? I would get the guys from Paranorman, Leica, right? The Kubo and the Two Strings people. You know? Because I love me some stop motion. But that's me. And I want the humor to be somewhere around Ratatouille's sensibilities, you know? Like maybe Mario hasn't been in the Mario Kingdom for a while, you know, and he came back and shit. Like, I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. I can't spend my time figuring out a Mario movie. I got my own shit to write, you know? Like, but just saying, it's possible. You know? Likely no, but possible. I would definitely have something where Princess has to save Mario, you know, just to play it up a little bit. Not the whole movie, but, you know, sections. Like, they all have to find a way to save each other. Luigi has to save, you know, Mario, like, you know, vice versa. Like, I would play against expectations here and there, you know, like different sections. But I don't know, guys, you know, what can we do? What can we do? You know, we can't do anything. I mean, if you wanted to go the pet story route, you could be like Yoshi escapes into Mario's thing and then track, you know, they make friends and then, you know, Mario loses Yoshi, then they go into the Mushroom Kingdom to find Dinosaur Kingdom to find, I don't know. There's different ways you can play it, you know. I would say less plot, you know, less plot, more. I'm always on the side of less plot. You don't want this to be too who done it, you know. DC chamber. That's cute. You could have to have them all team up if you have Wart invade, right? The subcon. Wart could come back, and then they all have to fucking... Bowser has to team up with Mario, and Princess Peach, and, you know... to stop the weird dream people from taking over. Murder on the Mushroom Express. That would be awesome. I like the mushroom. Dude, okay, here's the thing, people. You could say whatever. I wasn't looking forward to Rampage. When I saw the trailer, I want to see the movie now. You know? I thought they did a really good job with... It's clearly Rampage, and they gave it some heart, you know? And I know like Collider was complaining, I don't want them to have heart in this movie. It should just be dumb fun. You know, they can go suck it, dude. That's like saying that a boy and a giant robot shouldn't have any heart. It should just be dumb fun because it's giant robots. You know, we'd never got Iron Giant if that were the case, you know. Like, I gotta fix this fucking camera, guys. This is annoying. This is gonna be... It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun fucking weekend. The camera doesn't want to cooperate. Yeah, sorry to hear. can work for free. Later, dude. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Let's fix the camera because it's driving me fucking crazy. It wants to be a little bitch. I'm going to quickly, let's see if I can turn the camera off for a second. Just bear with me, folks. I'm here. Let me just see if I can figure out what is the issue. This is pissing me the fuck off. Let's see here. Fucker. I ain't got time for this shit. That's almost okay. So I gotta get up. I got a new setup I've been working on. I just haven't had the time to fucking implement it because, you know, everything else around here. It's like rebuilding the studio, you know. People are like, oh, when are you going to get this artwork done? I need to make a video. I'm like, fucking guys, just, like, every time I turn around, like, I got to ship some of this stuff, and I kind of, it's like hard to ship it when you're like, oh, all my shit's fucking packed. Oh, the goddamn fucking printer that I normally print all my stuff doesn't want to fucking coordinate because, you know, with Windows anymore. Used to, now it doesn't. You know, so it's just like, why? You know, well, because it hates you, Rob. That's why. Because it fucking hates you. And you're like, of course. Of course, that's why. It hates me. I see. I get it. I understand. You know? Alright, so let's just MacGyver this fucking shit for now, right? Do 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 Sketchcraft do 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 do. We'll be back in a moment. I gotta fix the motherfucking camera. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Live stream killed the video star, right? It's the modern remake. Podcast killed the radio star. Singing to the hits by Sketchcraft. Okay, one more. This should do it. This should fucking solve the problem. I just gotta tape this other motherfucking thing down. This other motherfucking thing down. Just gotta tape it down. Alright. There. It's not gonna fucking move. Not for at least 6 more months. Let me turn the desk cam back on. There we go. Alright. That's better. Well, I'm in my jammies, so I don't want my nuts to accidentally show or some shit. You know, I wear underwear with it. You know, you never know, right? So. Alright, so that's stationary. I ain't doing anything, Hector, until I'm done with Power Prints and the Game Cave Kickstarter. There's all sorts of things I could do that would be cool. I have plenty. I don't have a lack of ideas. Put it that way. It's not ideas that are the problem. So the next year, the goal is consistency. Consistency. There. Do 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 do. All right. Yeah, man. Believe me, you gotta be delusional. You want to be a fucking artist. Well, that's the great part about Game Cave is you know, everything gets praised, everything gets thrown under the bus. You know, what I love about a game, two of my other characters would fucking hate about it. And what I would hate about a game, another character would love about it. It's not really meant to be serious. Yet at the same time, not really meant to be spoof like Penny Arcade. Somewhere in between. Walks between worlds. Hey, what's up, Chase? Yeah, the Kuru Toga is nice because it it stabilizes the mechanical lead, so it doesn't break. You know, so it's nice. I mean, I rarely snap these, so helps to not press super fucking hard too. So there's that. You know, but I only did the one super couch for it. I don't really enjoy writing satire though. You know, like I'm not the guy that I like to write a little bit of it. You know, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, today I'll fucking write about. So it's. But we'll work it out. We'll get there. There'll be room for experimentation. I can assure you that. Yeah, they were asking about my eyebrows last night, and someone said, Brennan said Chase was in the fucking. Chase was in the. I said, Chase is in the. Chase is the guy that hooks it up, man. I've just been over here trying to get my studio all rebuilt since the move. No, the game discussion is just where I sit around talking shit about games with Wesley and Andy. But I did this demo called Super Couch for it. Limited animation thing. Super limited. A couple years ago. But I stopped. I decided not to pull forward with it because it just requires a lot of effort. You know, and I can just always animate later. I got other shit to do. Mm-hmm. Oh shit. Dude, text me, man. I'll fucking. I'll add you. Later, Chase. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Yeah, it's a better place to post art because it's just fucking pictures. Okay, little bastard. Sometimes the nib gets a little gunky. There we go. Yeah. Do. All right. What time is it? 7:42. Walking with dinosaurs. Never saw it. 1 second. This fucking thing. Give me a second. I gotta go wash my hands. Hey, what's up, Psycho? Yeah, that sounds about right. Later. Convince me to make a commission? I don't really do requests. I just don't have the time, man. You can make a suggestion, but who knows when I'll get to it. It's like I didn't choose all these Overwatch characters, just 3 different people all happen to pick, you know? It's the way it works. It's a good place to put it. Yeah, it'll be a fun dev blog. Personal trauma. This is all personal. Everything you see here is personal. Let's see if it'll be a little easier to do that with this. Nope. That did not work. I tried. All right. Hey, what's up, Armando? Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah. It's getting there, you know? Inking with the nib is different than the Copic multi-liners, you know? Like, there's only certain directions. Like, when I want to draw a circle, case in point, right? When I want to draw a circle, craziest part is how you're, how I just seem to remember how to do this shit, is when I have a Copic multi-liner, right? And I want to draw like a circle, like I want to draw, say, her little thing. I can just go like this. I can just draw a circle, right? One continuous soup, right? So forth, so forth, so forth. But with the nib, it doesn't really work that way. You have to basically go one way and then go the other. Like if you try to just do this back and forth, you run the risk of raking and digging into the paper. So you go one half and you go the other. So it takes a little, it's stuff like that that you have to like, it slows inking down a little bit, you know. Like I'd be done with this by now, easily. Like if I was just inking with the multi-liners. But when it comes to color, I prefer to have a colored line. So multi-liners don't help in that respect. I don't think Nintendo puts their same. They're even Mario in the space is AAA games. But in terms of, they're not against monetization. They did it on Mario Kart and they did it on Smash Brothers on the Wii U. You know, they just did it fairly. You know, like $5 got me a Link horse and a new track, and like they take a long-term approach, right? Like they know long-term. They're not trying to make short-term. They've even talked about buying back their stock so they don't have to appease shareholders. They're not interested in making a lot of money this quarter. They're interested in the longevity of their company. They've been around 100 years. Kyoto is a very traditional prefecture in Japan. It's known for tradition. So they just have a very different mindset. This was 10 years ago when EA was saying free to play will never work in the United States. I try to keep the same mentality with everything I do. That's why I don't put up a website with 100 fucking prints available at any given time, but I don't, you know, try not to overdo shit, man. In it for the long haul, right? Oh, that's cool, Psycho. Hey, you may want to hit up Super Metal Dave 64 was asking me to do something for him, but I passed on it because I don't really do that stuff anymore. But send me some samples, Psycho, and if they're fucking dope, then I'll send them his way because he's looking for someone to get something done for IDs on YouTube and shit. Yeah. I just don't care to sit around drawing people, you know. Cool. No stress. Hey, what's up, Devin? Oh, nice. Go for it. My t-shirt days are over. Look forward to seeing what you do, man. Oh, nice. Space Marines. Space Marines. I don't play free to play. You kids. I tried with Path to Exile. Just I've yet to play one where I feel like I'm actually playing a game and not something designed to. I don't know. I'm old school, man. I just like to buy my games. You know? Instead of rolling the box with loot crates, I just roll the box with the purchase. You know? I don't even play Super Mario Run, man. You know, mobile games, I don't play. Like that new game from Genova Chen, the fucking flight game or whatever. Like that looks dope, and when it's on a real fucking system with actual controls, I'll play it. Until then, I'm not playing swipey games. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Don't give a shit. I like buttons and fucking, only in VR will I accept like motion ones and shit. Other than that, time is it? It's almost 9. All right. I'm going to go ahead and have to wrap this up later tomorrow. It's my wife's birthday, so like I said, this moves a little slower when I have to ink with this nib, but whatever. So tomorrow we'll finish this up, and I got to shade it too, so that'll go by pretty quick, a couple hours tops. So I'll probably end up finishing the foot offline, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, everybody. I'll be back on soon. Thanks for hanging out. You have a good weekend. Talk to you later. Peace.